Hello everybody, this is Witty Smirk and welcome to a brand new video in which today I am teaching you how to turn any website into a PWA. So you might be wondering, what is a PWA? Well, a PWA is a progressive web app in which will allow you to be cross-platform on any device that can run a browser and can download to the desktop, can download to your phone screen. Basically, it just acts as a app, but it's a web app. What we're first going to do is we're just going to open up here. We're just going to go to Documents, and I'm going to click New Folder. I'm just going to call it Example because it's just an example, right? So now we come in here, open folder, example, select folder, and we are ready. So first we're going to create a new file called index.html, another file, styles.css, and a third, main.js. Okay, so first we're just going to do doc type HTML. Assume you know how to set up an HTML if you want to make it a PWA. So HTML head and body. Okay. Now we've also got to add in some existing files. So we're gonna go into pictures, and I already created this, but so we got a 192 logo, 192 by 192, 512 by 512, and a fab icon in which is 300 by 300. So we're just gonna add those in. And the first thing we're gonna do is title, and we're gonna write PWA. The second thing we're gonna write is we're gonna define the fab icon. So we're gonna write link rel equals shortcut icon type equals image slash png ref, and then we just do ref equals example fab icon .png or whatever your user's name slash, and that closes it quickly. Okay, so now we're also gonna link ref this time, style CSS, and then rel is equal to style sheet. That's our styles. So now we're gonna go into body, and we're gonna make our website. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do h1 PWA, and we'll do a paragraph that says this is an example on how to turn an HTML5 website into a PWA. So we're just going to save that, open it up in Chrome, and there we go. We got our fab icon up there, and we got our thing. Now we're just going to add a little bit of style, and we're just going to go to body, and we're just going to say background, color black. Actually, we'll just do aqua, and then we'll do color is white. So that will probably match our logo. And actually that's a little too blue, so we're just gonna make it normal blue. There, now it matches our icon and everything. And yeah. So now main, we don't need much. So right now we got our website working normally. Now here's where we add manifest.json, which is our web manifest, and sw.js, which is our service worker. I'll explain what these do. So first we're going to be working on manifest.json, and essentially what manifest does is it gives all the attributes for our web app and defines a web app. So the first attribute is short name. We're going to do PWA because that's what it's going to say. Our normal name is just PWA example. Our description this doesn't have to be in order, by the way. It's just the format I like to write it in. But yeah, okay. So we're just gonna say an example of how to turn any website into a PWA. Alright, icons. Oh, forgot the comma. Gotta remember to put commas in JSON. Alright, so icons is an array. And then you put an object. You do source is equal to example 192.png or whatever yours is. Type is image slash PNG, and sizes is 192 by 192. You close the object and put a comma, and then of course we create another object, source example 512.png. Type is image slash PNG, and the sizes are 512 by 512. Okay, so now that we defined our icons array, now what we gotta do is we gotta add our things for once it's installed. It includes. So start URL. This is if you have multiple pages and you want a landing page specifically for an app. But for us, we've only got one page, so we just do slash. Background color. We do not really have a background color. So we're just gonna pick the blue that we've been using. So let's just see what that hex value is. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. So it is hashtag 0000FF. Our display will be standalone. This makes it look like a standalone app. and gives minimalistic functionality of a browser, so it just looks like a normal app basically. The scope, again, we're putting slash because we don't have a scope, we just have one page. And theme color is also just gonna be blue, as we don't really have colors and stuff. That you can change just to make fancy, but right now it doesn't really matter for us. Okay, so we got our manifest made. Now it's time to include it within the HTML. So we go back to our head and we just say link rel equals manifest ref equals manifest.json. Also, some people like to make manifest manifest.webmanifest. It still works as a JSON file. People just like to define it as that to make it stand out, but it doesn't really matter for our purposes. Also, I forgot that we need to include the script source. Our website particularly does not use anything right now, but we're gonna use JS in a moment after we define our main is just basically gonna lead to our service worker because we don't have any other JavaScript things. Okay, so our const cache name we're making, this is just your app name, so my dash version 1. So mine is just PWA dash v1. The constant static assets is just all of our assets included within the app. So I'm just gonna put start with slash, then we're gonna put dot slash index.html, dot slash styles.css, and dot slash main.js. Those are our 3 static files. Now, time to make our first function. So self.add event listener install, and then we create a async e to an arrow function, and that essentially just says once it's installed, this is what's going to happen. So we say const cache is equal to await caches dot open cache name. We say await cache dot add all static assets. Then we say return self dot skip waiting. Essentially what this does is it will trigger the installing of our cache data, which we listed what we wanted to install in our static assets, and it installs that static assets to the cache. Okay, so now we create another event listener, activate, and we do another E. We don't need it async this time, but we do need E for a section, and self.clients.claim. That just basically claims the client. Oh, rect list, that is not what we want. We just want clients. VS Code likes to add some tricky stuff, as you can see. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention this will work in literally any editor. So self.add event listener fetch. This is when we install the actual app and not the actual, like, so the previous actual install thing is just installing cache. This is installing the actual thing. So we do const request equals a request. Sorry, it's fetch is installing the PWA itself, not just the cache. So const URL equals new URL, and then we do rec.url. This just sets it to our website's URL, essentially. If url.origin is 123 equals important location.origin, then e.respond with cache first request. We add a semicolon and then we say else e.respond with network and cache request. Okay. And there's that fetch function. Now we do async function network and cache, in which we already defined earlier. Well, we didn't define, we're defining the function we already called. So we do const cache is equal to await caches dot open cache name. Now we try const fresh is equal to await fetch request. We await the cache. Sorry, I accidentally didn't put a semicolon, put a like half a quotation mark. Like, because this is quotation marks, so this is just a quotation mark. I'm not really sure, but await cache dot put request fresh dot clone. Okay. And then we just return the fresh cache. And if there's an exception, we catch exception E, right? Then we say const cache equals await cache dot match request, and we return cache. Alright, so that's it for service worker. So now it should work offline, which is the main requirement to be able to install. Now we just need to make the service worker work, which we use in main.js. Say if service worker in navigator, then window.add event listener load. We create another arrow function, and we say navigator dot service dot worker dot register service worker dot js or sw.js, right? Now it's gonna be kind of big, so I'm just going down. Dot then registration is console. You just console dot log. You just do this if that happens. Basically, that's what the arrow means. We do service worker registered. That's what we're typing into the console if it is true. And then we say .catch if this happens. If there's an error, then we just say SW registration failed. Okay, so we go back here and we refresh, and you might say nothing's happening, Witty. This is just BS. Well, you have to have it loaded to a server. So you can either load it to GitHub and get it on GitHub sites, which I will do, and there will be a link in description to the repository if you need help. But the easy way is there's a package for VS Code that allows you to create a local server, or you can just create any local server on your website, and it works. And right now it's on. Okay, so we click inspect element, right? And I've just been mobile testing for a different app, but yeah. Alright, so we go to application, and as you can see, the server worker is working. Okay, so now if we go into cache storage, there's PWA1, which has index, main, and CSS, which means it is caching. This is working. There's unknown display value. And then if we refresh the page, you'll see a plus icon right here. It says install PWA example, install app. You install it, it opens up a new window, and there you go. You got your PWA. It works, the toolbar works, and yeah, it looks good, you know? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys make some epic PWAs with this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.